Hello, hello.
Welcome.
Happy Monday. Happy, for those of you on the East Coast, happy snow day. You might be watching from the comfort of your own homes today instead of pretending you're doing work on your computers. Here we go. I'm going to go live on Instagram.
Salt Lake
What
City
up?
continues to be not snowy. High of 56 today.
Oh my gosh. I mean, that's when when it was like 50 degrees here like a week ago, people were out in like shorts. People were, it was crazy. I was like, oh my God, it's freezing.
Yeah, it's like that here.
Too much. All right, let's dive in. A lot happened this weekend in the world of movies. If you guys are just joining us for the first time, this is Mogul Moves Weekly, our bi-weekly, live stream show where we cover everything from box office buzz to the industry's biggest power plays. This is all directionally. We want you to go to mogul.moviepass.com, mogulgame.moviepass.com to play the game, but we also cover everything here. This is really about culture. This is really about fun, and also
the love of the game.
Yeah, exactly. So this weekend's performance, let's chat through the releases this weekend. Josh?
Yeah, Gretchen in our huddle mentioned this morning that the week after President's Day is usually pretty quiet. I don't know why that is, but apparently that's an industry pattern. Apparently this weekend was pretty strong kind of compared to past post-President's Day weekends. How to Make a Killing, we talked about this. It wasn't like a super huge performer, but it overperformed based on expectations from what I saw. 2.5 was the latest forecast I saw, and it ended up doing about 3.5. I can only imagine 2 underperforming a little bit. We saw some $15+ million forecasts. The latest estimates have it at 8 million. Psycho Killer, which I haven't heard anything about, performing pretty well. I think for its budget, it did 1.5 for the weekend. And I have not seen the numbers on Kokuho. It did 300K. It's finally in theaters around me, so
Yeah,
I have to go see it this week.
Yeah, someone tagged us in a tweet today that was like, I'm seeing Psycho Killer. It's reminding me of when MoviePass released Gotti. So thank you, whoever tweeted that. I'm assuming people overall are saying that it's not good. I think that's what they're alluding to. So yeah, I mean, I don't know that any of these movies outside of Kokuho are any that I'm going to see probably in theaters, but I might wait for How to Make a Killing come to streaming, and I'll watch it there, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think I would have needed to hear like a rave review on that one. It seems like both the people in our huddle this morning who saw it were kind of like, it was decent. Glenn Powell, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, here we are with this week's holdover, Goat. People have been really loving it. I mean, it's been doing amazing at the box office.
Yeah, seemingly. Totally. It was number 1 for this weekend, holding ahead of Wuthering Heights. It did about 17 million, which is only a 37% drop, which is pretty great.
Emerald Fennell punching a wall right now.
Wuthering Heights did 4.2 million this weekend. I think overall the weekend was kind of as expected. I can only imagine 2 underperforming a little bit, but yeah, Goat and Wuthering Heights kind of hanging on.
That leads us to our next.
What's your pick for this week?
You know, I think I'm gonna pick Scream 7 because I think that makes sense. That comes out this week, right?
Yeah, I'm totally with you. I don't think there's any real argument against it. There's nothing else really coming. The Elvis concert movie is going wider, I guess. So that will be in play a little bit. That movie did like 3.5 million on a somewhat limited release, but I don't think it's going to challenge Scream. And I don't think there's anything really in the water that's competing against Scream too heavily. I mean, like, what, this week, Goat was at the top, Wuthering Heights, Crime 101, Send Help. Yeah. I think it's a good weekend. It should be a good weekend for them.
Yeah, if my hold, like, I don't know if this makes sense, but I'm still seeing Send Help kind of being in the still holding over, so I might just hold on to that until that goes to streaming, I'm assuming soon.
Yeah, wait till it falls out of the top 10. But yeah, it's like it's continued to hold over so well. I went and saw it last week, and it was very like I can see why it's hanging around. It's like it's very Sam Raimi. It's very kind of fun. It gets kind of weird and dark, but it's just like a really nice like popcorn movie theater flick.
Yeah, and my drop is probably going to be Wuthering Heights. I think this is going to be kind of the last weekend. We'll see a ton of movement there. In the next coming weeks, I think things will start to take its place, but who knows? I mean, what do you think?
No, I think I agree. I agree with your drop. Wuthering Heights down 56% compared to last weekend, 14 million. I don't really see it like hanging on above like maybe 4 or 5 million next weekend. So I think that's a good call. I think it will probably not be in the mix. And I think the obvious choice for hold is GOAT. Just kind of following the animated movie pattern that you and I keep discussing. Nothing else really, it doesn't really have any competition either until, well, we have Hoppers on March 6th. So I'm holding it until Hoppers comes out at least.
Yeah, I agree. I think that might be, I've been seeing so much about Hoppers online too.
Like what is the discussion like?
People are loving it. I mean, it looks like people are like, this is the comeback Pixar needed. Oh shit, sorry. Okay, let's move on. I think that the next segment, trending topics, my favorite part. For those of you that don't know, the BAFTAs were this weekend. I'm just going to play a quick clip of one of the presenters of the BAFTAs.
Let's go.
Good evening, everybody. You all look rather surprised to see me. Do you know, I'm as surprised as you are. I don't usually talk in front of lots of people, and there are rather a lot of you.
So if you guys haven't seen it, the BAFTAs were this weekend. Paddington Bear was one of the presenters. I believe Paddington is the first bear to present at the BAFTAs, which, I mean, great for the bear community. Really proud of him for representation does matter ultimately. Oh, Mandy Stone says she loved Paddington at the BAFTAs. How does Paddington identify? Like he, him pronouns, they, them, he, they. I don't know. Let us know.
You have to ask.
It's always to ask, right?
That's a very effective like animatronic costume that they have.
Oh, Josh,
it looks really good.
No, Josh, there's a person in there.
Yeah, I mean, I figured, but like still, like the way they do like the face movement is nice.
Yeah, I know, it's amazing. I guess there's like there's a not a Broadway play, sorry, a West End play about Paddington that's like gotten a lot of really great press and people love it. But yeah, there is what I'm assuming is a small person inside there. Unless it's like a normal sized person kind of like crunched up. I can't imagine that can be that's true.
Yeah. And if you're watching and you haven't seen the Paddington movies, go watch those. They're all-time greats.
Yes, of course. Some highlights from the BAFTAs. You know, I think the big headline is like One Battle After Another won a ton of awards, which was kind of expected going in. It is important to note that the BAFTAs are a bellwether for the Oscars. So knowing going into the Oscars that, you know, One Battle won a ton of awards means that it'll probably do really well at the Oscars. So they won Best Film. What else did they win? Adapted Screenplay,
supporting actor,
a couple craft technical awards. Yeah, supporting actor. So yeah, I think that's probably most people's pick for favorite going into the Oscars. But Sinners did really well too. I mean, Sinners did super well, and Hamnet obviously did well because, you know, they're British. So
the biggest one that jumps out to me here is Best Actor. I was not familiar with that movie, I swear. About Tourette's, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't know about this either. I don't believe it's nominated for any Oscars.
No,
but yeah,
not for Best Actor, but that's kind of cool that it snuck in.
Yeah. I do like the pick for Best Supporting Actress, Wonmi Masako. I think she should definitely win Best Supporting.
That is good.
Over like Elle Fanning or whatever. Yeah. Okay, this other thing that stood out to me from this was, in England, Zootopia was called Zootropolis. Did you know this?
No, but that's exactly where my eye was going next.
I was like, oh my God, what?
It kind of makes more sense because it's like a zoo city.
Right. Yeah, no, agreed. Versus like a made up place, right? Like
a zoo utopia.
A zoo utopia versus a zootropolis. The English and their language, don't you just love them?
You got it.
Next up on trending topics, we got Michelle Yeoh with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I think well-deserved, probably a long time coming.
Yeah.
Mommy got a star. I love you, Mommy. So yeah, I mean, I did watch her speech. She talks about her journey from Malaysia to Hollywood. She was obviously a huge in kind of the Hong Kong, these martial arts films in Hong Kong. So yeah, it's pretty amazing, her story. So I'm excited for her. I'm proud of Mommy.
Yeah, she's had a very cool career and kind of like underappreciated until recently.
For sure. Yeah, thanks to Everything Everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Next up, the Met Gala 2026 Met Gala dress code and theme has been announced. The theme is Fashion is Art. Are you super excited for that, Josh?
Fashion is Art feels like very broad for the Met Gala.
I agree, but I find that I feel like the more broad themes tend to be better just because like people can fit whatever they want to in it, and like there's always an explanation. When you go too specific, people get like weird in a way that like is off-putting, in my opinion.
Let people be a little more expressive and creative.
Yeah, and kind of like, make it their own, essentially.
Exactly.
But to note, and the reason I bring this up is that Nicole Kidman is co-chairing it with none other than Beyonce and also Venus Williams.
Damn.
A lot of talk about Beyonce's third album being sort of released or at least announced around that time. But Nicole Kidman, fashion icon, as we know from the AMC commercial. Did you know that this suit got, I just found this out today, this suit actually got auctioned on Sotheby's for like $10,000.
Damn. Do you know what brand it is? I was going to say that does seem low.
Made. I think it was custom made for
just
her.
Full custom.
Yeah, custom by AMC Couture. AMC Atelier. Love it. Anyway, so that's it for trending topics this week. If you guys have anything to add, feel free to drop it in the chat. A couple of Mogul polls. If you guys don't know, you can predict and play on Mogul with our polling feature. One poll we haven't covered yet: which February 2026 movie will score the highest on IMDb? Right now, in the lead is Wuthering Heights, followed by Scream 7 and then Pillion. I wonder if is that true, do we think? Let's see.
I'm thinking not true. I'm guessing.
Right. Yeah.
I'm guessing most of these voters came in before Wuthering Heights was released last week. Pillion currently at a 6.8, which seems kind of low. Wuthering Heights 6.3. Strangers.
Scream isn't even
4.1. Yeah, we'll have to wait for Scream, but Scream 7 definitely has. I mean, it would just have to be like not terrible, or just not bad to beat out the current movies. Like all three of these movies kind of sitting in the 6 range. So
there's a bit of controversy with Scream 7. We can cover it maybe another time. But do you know about this? I guess the creator of the last Scream, there were a bunch of actors that like spoke out against Israel, and they after that fired the lead actress. I can't remember her name right now, but then Jenna Ortega followed suit. And like, left the film franchise after that. And so a lot of people online are like, no, don't go watch this film. Like they're Zionists, etc. So let's keep an eye on that one. I wonder how that one's going to do, given that
we might have to cover that next week.
Or are Scream fans, not as diligent about the caring who is making their films? They just want to see a good movie. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah.
Next one is Oscars related. Which film will win Best International Feature at the 2026 Oscars? The Secret Agent is the favorite here, along with Sentimental Value. I Was Just an Accident, close third, and the other two kind of just like following suit. Secret Agent was that Brazilian film, which I still haven't seen.
Yeah, I think Stacy saw it and really liked it. I would imagine that's the Vegas favorite as well right now. I think I'm guessing these. I'm guessing our poll voters are pretty accurate on this one.
Yeah, I think that's probably right. Cool. I think that's it for the polls. Those are the two that I wanted to cover today. Finally, we have some leaderboard shout outs. We have stayed in the exact same positions as last week. So no movement on the top 5, at least. Congratulations to all of you who are ranking. And if you haven't yet, head to mogulgame.moviepass.com. You can check out, you can draft your, seasons. Season 1 ends Memorial Day weekend, so May 26th. But you can also participate in the polls, etc. So check it out, mogulgame.moviepass.com. Anything else to add before we sign off, Josh?
Sentimental Value, actually the Vegas favorite right now.
Interesting. I could see that also. I mean, like, it's kind of a favorite overall across a few different categories. So I could see maybe it sneaking in. In my head, I'm like, is it? It doesn't really. I guess it is a foreign language film. It's mostly not in English.
You saw that one, right?
Yeah. But there's a lot of English in it. So I don't think of it as like a foreign film per se. But
that is interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. No, come play the game, guys. Thanks for coming.
Bye.
See ya.